We are live. I gotta start it recording so that it always shows me here. I'm gonna aim it down. Oh, maybe too far down. Maybe not. When I'm sitting up, it cuts off my head. Is that okay? I want it to stay right at the angle where it doesn't want to stay. It's probably gonna fall again. I started the day late. I got back really late, but I wanted to get some hunting done. See, I'm still eating. How can you eat in Safari Zone at the same time? I honestly don't know. By the time we get everybody set up, it might be time to end the stream anyway. Just want to get a couple good encounters in. So, who wants to do Shuckle first? I want to do Shuckle first. Smash through the same text on both of these. Yeah, this one's just gonna stay right here, isn't he? Oh wow, let me ride right up to it. We're gonna put a green Pokeblock. We need to make that one go back a little. There we go. I can see it better. Okay, green was placed. We got an encounter. Hey, Alcimated! Oh my gosh. You were refreshing so often you were going batty. What does that mean? My stream? Is it bad? Well, I am very tired. It's the end of the day, but I couldn't avoid the call of the Safari Zone. The oddish, you know. Oh, I still have to teach. I keep forgetting that at the beginning of every single day, it's only been 2 days so far, I have had to teach Rock Smash to Groudon. I know, that was the original plan, but I started late. I started the day late. Like, super late. Like, I got out of bed at, like, 2:30 p.m. And then I had to work 8 hours today, so I worked from, like, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., and so here we are. Oh, you do? Tell me how that went. What happened? Aw, no Shuckle on the first one. No Shuckle. What? You were showing your friend how to move and you got a shiny? I thought you were about to say you were showing your friend a shiny. Like you were going to throw it out into battle and you got a shiny. Dang. That's super rare. Oh, that's not exactly it? Okay. We're getting bad shuckle luck right now. So this is how today is going to go, huh? Are we going to be shuckleless? Okay, we got one. We got one shuckle encounter. One. At least Shuckle hasn't abandoned us. Your friend got bored with Brilliant Diamond. Why don't you multi-hunt and hand him GBA? You couldn't see the screen because of the light. While you were trying to do that, you told him you brought Nidoran female Pokemon plush for luck. Once the encounter started, you just went and sat back down. Okay. This is leaf green, right? He never really played with Nidoran, and he didn't know what the shiny looked like. Oh. Did he learn what it looked like through experience right after that? The color of the opposite gender, okay. He was like, okay. Randy, about what I've been talking about. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. We have a problem. What? I think I lost it? No. No way. And you didn't see like the sparkles or anything? Oh no. So he thinks he lost a shiny? Because he saw a purple Nidoran female? Ah. And that's why you explain the shiny colors before you hand him the game. Aw, man, that sucks. I mean, it can happen to anyone, though. It can happen. We've all made mistakes. We've all moved too fast, or... Man. That's when he realized it was a problem. It wasn't Nidoran male. Oh, man. Hey. The Safari Week is all about hard to catch shinies or failing shinies anyway. So, I would still put that on your... We got a shiny Nidoran female for this year. Even though your friend failed it, I'd still say you got it. Like, you know what I mean. Got it for the Safari Week. Like, it got away, but... Oh, wow, double Kangaskhan. I know, not even a picture. I know. One day we'll laugh about it, but right now I'm taking psychic damage. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know. That's rough. Well, I guess other than that, hey, you'll just have to go for the reclaim. It might not be this year, but eventually you'll get your reclaim. I doubt your friend will forget what a shiny Nidoran female looks like again, so you can have him help out since he was the one that kind of caused the problem in the first place. Doing overtime however long it takes? Wow. You'll add in Heart Gold or Crystal on the 3DS? Okay. That sounds good to me. Let's run from these guys. This is our first time seeing Kangaskhan this year, because we're not hunting it, so it's not in the area that we're hunting. Okay, I already counted those. Let's see. Over a little more. One more. Oh, that one didn't need to go over anymore. Up. Ooh, only one of them. Only one of the four made it out. Oh yes, I forgot about the music this time. Whoops. I can fix that pretty quickly. Don't start playing what was already playing. Thank you. I hate it when it does that. I'm just gonna put Pokemon Center Jazz. Oh wait, that's just, never mind, that's just one. That's one song. We're not gonna just do one song the entire time. How about... Dude, this guy makes so... He just cranks these out. Multiple years. Multiple releases in a year. Of like multiple... This whole album is just called Dynamaxed. 14 songs, 44 minutes. Let's do it. I want to die. It did the thing. Dang, this one's kind of intense. How is that? How loud is it? You'll call it Trans Boy Summer. Alright. Your nightmares will have nightmares every night. The odds are the same for every encounter. That is true. So don't let it dissuade you. Oh wait. I need to blow the white flute in this game still. Okay, there we go. Cool. Hey, it's a Pikachu! You love to see it. You love to see it. Please excuse me while I finish some dinner. You miss 100% of the shinies you don't check. Don't think about that when you're playing Sword and Shield. Because all of the Pokemon that spawn, they're generated already. They're already generated. Like all the overworld Pokemon, I mean. Their shininess is also determined, but it doesn't show as shiny in the overworld. One day, I'm gonna go back to Sword and Shield, because I only played Sword. So I'll play Shield. Oh no, I played Shield. So I'll play Sword, like new playthrough, and I'll play it with Overworld Shiny mod turned on. Is evil with that? It shows you when you find a new shiny form on your card, even if you didn't actually battle or catch it. Oh, it does? Wow. I didn't know that. Like, it just shows that it generated that shiny form? That's crazy. I didn't even know that. But, like I said, I will play through it again, and I'm going to play with, someone made an Overworld Shiny mod for that game, so if something does generate and it's shiny, it'll show it in the Overworld, and it'll make a noise, and it'll have, like, the brilliant aura around it. To kind of show that it's shiny. It's a lot more stress-free. I swear, that I've missed more shinies like that, just because you can't know until you get into the encounter in Sword and Shield than I ever did in Scarlet and Violet. I did, so I can pull your save data, but I don't remember how to use it. It's been so long since I've actually booted into the like hacked version of the Switch that I don't even think I remember how to do it right. I tried it recently from memory and it wasn't working. So I need to look it up. Oh, wait a minute. It's very possible that Switch software updates erase it. I need to double check. Or maybe a Switch software update just makes you have to also update the hacked homebrew software too. I'll double check when I get home. I'm going home tomorrow. So this was a very short trip, and it didn't take up that much of Safari Week, luckily. Ooh, another Kangaskhan! Hello, hello! Nice. And then, I need to put Pokeblock in here before I forget. And now we jump. Sword and Shield is diabolical. I know. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to make it generate shininess, but not have a way for the player to know. It's ridiculous. Okay. Navigating around here. Okay, this is... there's only one of them made it out. Oh, look, another Kangaskhan. Dude, Kangaskhan is showing up way more frequently than it should. I think it's a 5% encounter or less? I swear it was something like that. Ooh, dog! Hi, dog! Okay. We've only done 4 encounters so far. Wow, I almost made it through that grass. That whole grass without an encounter. on the left one. I'm pretty sure I had a nightmare last night that I got a shiny. And I don't remember why it was a nightmare. I don't think I lost the shiny. I just think I hadn't caught it, or like something was preventing me from catching it, maybe? I don't know. I had weird dreams last night. Hello, Taros. 1% Taros? It's so good to see you, Mr. 1%er. You know when they talk about, like, the 1%? They're talking about Taros. White flute has been used. White flute has been used. Okay. Holding B. Technically, all the games are still not set up, so... Alright, that's another runaway. Still getting this guy over there. Alright, we're all over there now. I think we're all set up. We just gotta use White Flute one more time. Alright. Oh, a Tauros! Hello, Tauros. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Is the music too loud? I can turn it down. I just don't know. I can't tell. I want a shiny overworld mod. They should have been an update. I know. Once I get home and I refresh my memory on how to boot into the custom OS, I'll DM you. I'll tell you how to do it. I didn't actually bring my Switch on this trip. It's like the first trip I've had where I didn't bring my Switch, and it felt really weird. Like, I'm sure I'm gonna feel like I'm missing my Switch when I'm leaving. But yeah, because I transferred everything to the Switch 2, and I didn't want to bring the Switch 2. Even though I did just get a screen protector, a glass screen protector in a case to carry it with. I just didn't, I mean, it's Safari Week, you know? I didn't really want to bring it. I didn't want, if I wanted to do Pokemon, I was going to be hunting Rayquaza on an airplane, or doing safari hunting, you know? Yeah. How I imagine Kieran felt after not getting Ogrefon. Well, Unfortunately for Kieran, there's only one ogre pond. But, fortunately for you, there's plenty of shiny Nidoran females. You just gotta keep looking. You'll find another one. I'm just finishing up my food. I'm almost done. I'm speed running it. Alright. I've scooped all the rice into my mouth. You also take shiny Nidorina, yeah. Not Nidoqueen though. Totally different color, not a trans icon. Not an ally. Well, maybe an ally. Maybe an ally because not trans, you know? Hi Nidoran female. Hi Nidorina. Hi Paris. Welcome to the chat. It's not his fault that he failed it. He's the one that clicked run. I'm sure his excuse is like, I didn't know what it looked like. Fair enough. But, you know. It sounds like you both didn't see the encounter anyway, so. You're right, it doesn't really matter. Hello, Pikachu! Yeah, I'm getting an awful lot of A-palms on Emerald right now, and I'm not super excited about that since I already have one. I want more of like a Houndour situation. A Houndour or like, I don't know, there's a couple cool ones over here. With all the encounters we did yesterday, we didn't, actually get 4 to show up at the same time. Like 4 of the same encounter species. Hey, it's a Chansey. He saw it before he ran, but you didn't see it at all. How was I supposed to know he didn't know what Nidorina looks like? Or, yeah, Nidoran female, yeah. That's true. I mean, he did ask, but, like, afterward. You're starting to think that Nidoran is low-key neglected by GF? Game Freak? I guess you're right. They haven't really focused or added anything new to Nidoran. For, as far as I know. The designs are really peak. I don't know why. They've left the Nidoran lines out in the cold. Sorry for all the sniffing. I really am having bad allergies here. One of the guys at that I bought food from today at a restaurant, he was like, yeah, it's probably, could be all the dust. In the summer, when it gets really hot in Arizona, it kicks up a lot of dust. I think there's dust year-round, but it's just, something about the air being warmer, it makes it easier for dust to move through. I'm not a geologist, I'm not going to pretend to understand how it works. All I know is what I'm experiencing, and it sucks. Is a star in Gen 1 speedruns? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely it is. But, Game Freak didn't do that. That was, if anything, an accident probably on their part. Ooh, triple Rhyhorn. I just caught this ladybug on accident. I'm getting an anti-speeding banner ad. Hilarious. Well, let me know when you're back, since I can't really tell when you're getting an ad. No, not Pokeblock. Well, that would also mean, even though the shiny got failed, that would mean that you already beat me to the first shiny of Safari Week. But, you would have beaten me to the second shiny as well. Welcome back, Mr. I beat you to the first and second shiny of Safari Week. Ooh, look at that Tauros. Hello, Tauros. Everyone say hi to Tauros. Now say goodbye. Goodbye. I don't like that I gotta keep my hand in front of the Game Boys to hold down the jumping button. Maybe if I reverse what I'm doing, like, I run away in the same order, but then when I get encounters again, I get the left two encounters first, and then I get the encounters in front of me. That might work better. Oops. I'm doing my napkin strategy again, too. 2 shinies in 2 days is so good. Yes, it really is. Was a scam in your bank account will be cleared out? Oh, you're using up all your luck. No. What's gonna happen is that Kieran plush is gonna be a, it's gonna add luck to you. So you're already getting pretty lucky, and then Kieran plush is gonna show up, and it's gonna look fantastic. And then Kieran is gonna give you his luck, and you're both gonna have good luck. He's gonna get his Ogre Pawn, and you're gonna get your reclaimed shiny. That's the universe I want to believe I'm in. Alright, so we do the holding the bees first. And then we do this. Hello, Taros. And when we run, we go back over here. And we mark it. That works better so my arm isn't in the way, at least. When we get these encounters. Excuse me. Positive vibes, you gotta believe in the next encounter is the one, yeah. Even the most random things that we have some control over. Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people drive themselves to shiny hunt to just kind of prove to themselves that they have the determination to, you know, be in it for the long run until they get it. To, like, I don't know. Like you said, be persistent and get it eventually, even though, you know, other people would have quit at that point. See, I almost went with my hand in front of the screens again. Almost. Through sheer determination. It fills you with determination. Prove to yourself that you can persevere and that you have control over your life, even when it seems like you really don't. Yeah. Very true. I almost did it again. I got the encounters in the wrong order. There we go. Okay, these two first. Getting a cool color for your new friend. Obviously you could change it with one click. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. But, like, I don't know. There's so many more easy ways to get shinies these days that take, like, a couple of hours or less. So, like, you know, full odds hunters, which I guess is kind of what we're doing, especially in the Safari Zone, since there's no way to boost it. I guess we're just in it for for the thrill and also, yeah, like the determination thing. I thought shiny hunting was stupid when I first learned about it. Well, like, not for other people to do, but for, like, you know, I thought it was cool other people did, but imagining myself doing it, I was like, no, man. Sounds like, imagine all the other stuff I could do in that time. Just for a different color? That personally isn't worth it for me. And I don't think I'm gonna do it. And now I'm addicted. It's like playing a lottery that you can actually win, and in less time than it takes to win the lottery. And you get a cool showpiece and prize to show off for winning said lottery. Not money, but like, you know, a cool Pokemon that you can show off to other people in competitive. You can share on social media. You can, you know, battle other people with it to show them your determination. It's cool. It's gambling, but not self-destructive. Yeah, because it's, well, you're just gambling with your time, so I guess as long as you have time to do it. Wow, double Venomoth and a Chansey. Which Esmeralda do you want, blue or yellow? Epic highs and lows of high school football safari week. I don't know what exactly made me change my mind. Maybe I was like... Maybe... I think... Because when I first learned about it, it wasn't like I was actively playing Pokemon at the time. I was really just looking into getting back into Pokemon and with my idea of completing the Pokedex. And I was like, I'm just going to complete the Pokedex, and that's like fun for me, is to collect them all. And that's still fun for me, and I was like, I don't need to do anything extra, like go around in the same patch of grass for hours for a different color. But I think honestly, it probably getting more hands-on Pokemon games, getting more like, you know, completing this Pokedex and completing that Pokedex. And playing some of the more recent entries where shinies are easier to come by. And I think the biggest thing is probably watching PokeTubers do shiny hunts. Especially full odds hunts. Like, of older games where shinies are a new, like for the time, like Gen 2 and Gen 3, they're like, shinies are like a new thing, and they are really rare, and like not a lot of people even knew about them because they are really rare, and the only like real incentive to get them is what we've talked about before, but there's no in-game incentive to really get them. Like, you don't get a medal, you don't get like a, no one talks to you about your shiny Pokemon, it's not story, you know, nothing happens with the story, it's different, no one comments on your shiny Pokemon in-game. It's all like social stuff that maybe as kids we hadn't fully developed yet as reasons to shiny hunt. And where was I going with this? Oh, like the older games, yeah. So I just feel like the older game shinies are that much more special because they come from a time when they were actually extremely rare. And are definitely the absolute hardest way to get shiny Pokemon. Is a strike through. Okay. What it was like to find your first shiny. It would suck if this Roaring Moon was a shiny. Oh, this one. When it was the first shiny you ever found, you freaked out? Nice. So it was shiny Granbull. Interesting. I don't think I marked down... I was too busy talking. I didn't mark down that last 6 encounters. Oops, I threw a Safari Ball. Oh, if the Roaring Mon, yeah. I was thinking it was just you missed an O. Roaring Moon. Shino. I am glad you caught her. That's awesome. And then also, I guess, partially Pokemon Go. My first ever shiny, I think, was a Pokemon Go shiny in 2019. I feel like earlier? No, I think it was probably 2019. Maybe 2018. I could go look, but I'm not going to because it might kill stream. But, it was a shiny Aaron, whom I already had an affinity for because of playing with an Aaron and Aaron being one of the 9 wild Pokemon that exist in XD Gale of Darkness. So I already had an affinity for Aaron as a kid, and that ended up being my first shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go. And first shiny Pokemon, period. If you don't count Pokemon Go, I'm trying to remember my first shiny in the main games. It had to have been in, like, a Switch game, probably. I think my first shiny in any main series Pokemon game would have been a shiny in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Since those games came out, I got them as soon as they came out, pretty much, because I bought... and that was the first time I bought a Nintendo Switch, because it had already been out, like, the Switch had been out for like a year at that point, and I didn't really have a reason to buy it, and then I bought the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee version of the Switch. And then, like, yeah, so did my sibling, Liberty, also bought a Switch, the same Switch with the same game, and we coordinated so we could get the alternate versions and help each other with the Pokedex, and then we started shiny hunting together on it. And I don't remember or know what my first shiny was, but I could go back and look and then maybe trigger a memory for me. Probably Candy Eevee, yeah. I went through, like, just a year or two ago and like, watched almost all of Candy Eevee's videos because I had never heard of her or watched her before, but she has some pretty good Pokemon tuber content. Yeah, there was a whole just Pokemon, like, PokeTuber side of YouTube that I totally missed out on as it happened. I mean, because I missed out entirely on, like, the, you know, Pokemania, basically. Yep. Until after Sword and Shield was out, I was monitoring closely. Because at the time, I didn't have any other games. Like, I did acquire, like, the first 3 generations of Pokemon games. So I had, like, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green, I had those because I was preparing to, go through and complete the Pokedex in those games. But my sequence broke? What do you mean my sequence broke? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh no, I know what sequence breaking is. Like but you mean like with how I'm describing getting into Pokemon? You skip the way the story's supposed to go by skipping so many gens. That's true, but I had played Fire Red and Leaf Green like as a teenager. That was the only one I played. So I had played Kanto already, in a very good rendition of Kanto at that. And then I played Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. But yeah, I know, I skipped so many gens. But then I went back, I did Gen 1, I think I had finished Gen 1 at that point, and I was working on Gen 2, maybe? I might have even started Gen 3, I don't remember, this was a long time ago. Gen 3 took 4 years. Okay, so no, I didn't start, I was still doing Gen 2 when I bought Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So and that was fun. I think doing it with my sibling made it fun too, because we were both like soft reset for the shiny legendaries when we would visit each other to see who could get it first. I'll still never forget the shiny Mewtwo from Cerulean Cave that I got, because we had just started the hunt for it together at the same time. We did first encounter together, and I was like, I'll be right back, I'm gonna go downstairs and grab like my charger or something. And on my way down the stairs, my 6th reset for Mewtwo was the shiny. 6 encounters. And I was like, oh my god, that is so rare. I immediately turned back around, sprinted up the stairs as fast as I could, and was yelling like, shiny Mewtwo already! And to show Liberty, and Liberty was like, oh my god, no way. I wonder if Liberty ever got that shiny Mewtwo, or just gave up right there. Yellow when you were 9? Then played Moon? Okay. Not interested in Pokemon Sword and Shield at all because the only thing you saw was an absolute scathing 3-hour review? Oh, wow. There was a lot of those at the time. Mostly because of Dexit. I ended up buying it secondhand. Did you have a good time with it? I think in the moment, I kind of felt like I wasn't having a good time. But looking back on it, it was a good time. I think I was looking at it through the wrong lens, though. When I was first playing it, I was looking at it through, like, nothing is easy, or nothing is hard in this game. All the gyms are easy. The story is a joke. Blah, 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 blah. But, I don't know. I'll try to look at it through a different lens. Look at it through as more of an adventure that's linked together with certain things you have to do to finish the story. And I'll probably have a better time. I don't remember how many cutscenes there are, though. And how many times they repeat the exact same stuff over and over. But that's true with almost every Pokemon game story that I've seen. You still haven't beat it or played it much? Okay. Interesting. I actually kind of want to go back and play Sword and Shield. Pokemon Y and you hated it. You gotta admit the intro sucks. I don't know. That is a game I have stayed super far away from. I've never touched it. I will eventually, but haven't. Wow. Does X and Y deserve exactly as much hate and love as they get? Well, I would imagine it's like a lot of the other Pokemon games, right? Where it's like, if, you know, like there are things to hate about it and there are things to love about it. That's like every Pokemon game. There's just a few more things to hate in X and Y than normal. And so it reached a tipping point of like, the games are generally thought down upon. Isn't this the, oh no, I guess this is Pokemon music. I was like, this sounds like Plants vs. Zombies music. I'm surprised you're up. You don't think it's underrated or too glazed? Some people are like, you know, going back to X and Y, I realized that they're actually really good games. So you don't agree with that? They got a lot of hate at the time, but looking back, they're actually kind of good. No? I'll make it to Kalos eventually. One day. You hit the Mega Evolutions. Yeah. No, I know. We've talked about it before. Their animal cruelty. Totally contrary to the core themes of the series, yeah. I mean, the only way you can mental gymnastic around that is like... oh my gosh, almost... we got triple Paris. You can mental gymnast around that by being like... The Pokemon is going through... You know... Even without Mega Evolution, Pokemon are battling and getting hurt because of the trainer anyway. So, like, this is just an extension of that in hopes, you know, that they win the battle because of this extra effort instead of getting knocked out, which could be just as painful. I think it's about time to end the stream. We will do one more encounter on all the games, and then we'll count up how many total encounters that brings us to. And that'll have to be it. I'll see you back when I'm back in Washington. Oop. Wow, double Paris, double Rhyhorn. And over here, Petty Ursa and Oddish. That's it. So, how many are we at? Here are the tallies from today. Not too many. It's after midnight now, so technically it's Safari Week Day 4. Let's see. 10, 20... 30, 40, 50. Wow, that's even. So 50 times 6 is 300. We did 300 encounters, and if we add what we had yesterday, which is 2397, we are at a total of 2,697 Safari Zone encounters for Safari Week so far. After 3 days. That is bad. That's just over 1/4 odds. So we need to kick this into high gear when we get back home. Monday all day, only thing I'm doing after work, Safari Week. Where Carmen died because she was working for Sycamore and he wanted her to stay treasured X and Y. Neither of them had a Charizard, so they borrowed one? To shreds? Oh, jeez. Alternate universe. Carmine? Trying to remember who Carmine... Oh, yeah, Carmine. Yeah, okay. Wow. That reminds me of a book. Not to end on like a animals killing people note, but that reminds me of a book called Zoo. I think, is it called Zoo? If I'm remembering right, I think it's called Zoo, and it's written by James Patterson, and it's about animals across the world all teaming up against humans, basically. Like, they all just get hyper aggressive because it's like something about like the pollution or something that we're pumping into the atmosphere has basically made nature turn against us. It's a really cool book. It's basically a zombie book, except replace the zombies with like animals, like every animal on Earth. Yeah, there was the main character had a pet ape who was his friend, and then his ape got affected by it and started going crazy and attacking people, and he attacked oh no, that's so sad. Yep. No, I'll wait. I'll wait for you. I'll wait. Stay. 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 Okay. Yeah, I waited. So basically, all the animals turned against all the humans and started attacking them. Not for animal abuse, but for, like, polluting and, like nothing, like, it's not logical, but basically what it boils down to is, like, if we turn off all of our electrical grid, if we turn off electricity, basically, they stop attacking us, because, like, the idea is, like, nature is being destroyed by humans, and so nature turns against humans. So all the animals start attacking people. And it spreads across all the animals on the world because it spreads through, like, a pheromone. An animal pheromone that they all pick up. And the main character has a pet ape. I think it's an ape. Maybe it's a chimpanzee. I think it's a chimpanzee. I don't remember. Some sort of monkey. That's his friend. And then that monkey gets infected with it. And, you know, previously they were friends and, like, the monkey would never hurt a fly. But then he goes on a trip because he's, like, studying this phenomenon. And his girlfriend goes over to, like, take care of the monkey while he's away. And it attacks her and, like, rips her face off. So, that reminds me of what your quote that you sent from the alternate universe Carmine thing. That's, I mean, I think about it all the time. It painted such a picture. Mega evolution, but interesting. Yeah, okay, so this is a book. This is probably, like, the last book I ever read. It's called Zoo by James Patterson. It was a pretty good book. So if you want to read it, go ahead and look it up, I guess. It's called Zoo. It's not a super new book, I don't think. Maybe like 5 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, I don't know. But yeah, if you're interested in that, just give it a spin. I thought it was a good book. It's kind of like, you know, humans getting what they deserve. It's a common joke they use. Oh. Really? To shreds, you say? No, I haven't heard of that. Maybe I have and it just went over my head because I didn't know. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm surprised that you're up this late. And I'm sorry for your shiny fail, but let's turn it into a reclaim. I wanna see you get it. I wanna see you get your trans Nidoran female.